Good afternoon. We're here to do another instructional video here out in the lab. You want to say hey?
Hey. Hey.
With enthusiasms. We're going to do a really quick one. We're going to do one on post moves. We're going to focus primarily on doing things that are back to the basket. And I'm gonna try and make this a little briefer than normal. But are you game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You're loving it.
Yes.
Okay. You're gonna show how good you are.
Good. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you good or bad?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
He's pretty good.
Birthday.
It really isn't Damien's birthday. He just says that for some reason.
It's Damien's.
Maybe every day it should be Damien's birthday, but it's not. So anyway, we're gonna set the camera up a little bit. One of the things though I'm gonna get across here though is that number one, you need a little bit of a wide, like slighter, please, slightly wider stance than the shoulders. Not a lot further because you don't want to sit low because you're down low, but you want a wide catch radius. You also want the guy throwing the pass to read the defense behind him. He can't see where he's going. He's got his back to the basket. So I've got to lead him in the direction he needs to go. So if I throw it inside his catch radius, then he knows that he needs to kind of take a peek, and he has to dribble pivot. He has to dribble, put the ball on the floor as he spins. But if I put it, to one side or the other, he knows to go through that ball and shoot. So he's gonna catch the ball, rotate the hips, and go straight up because he knows he's open at that point. Because we're gonna throw him open, just like an NFL quarterback will do sometimes. He'll throw it open, throwing out to a spot because he's reading the defense, and the guy running the pattern really is half blind doing so. So there's a trust perspective there. So the guard needs to throw it to a spot, knowing that is going to make him open. And the receiver, the post player with his back to the basket, has to then trust that he is now open. So we're going to show you a few of these. First, a center one. So let's see if that works for you. Over here. That's not going to work. Riveting production value here, I know. Damien's going to get into position here. Ready? We'll throw one center. Remember dribble pivot, right? So now what we're going to see is, as you can see it, I'm throwing it to him. Sit down in the lane a little bit. Dribble pivot. Where's that? Good. Come on back. Now you're going to sit here. You're doing well. Right here. Now, no, right there. Wide stance, like this. Okay? Ready? I'll throw you open. Ready? Go get it. Put it up. Straight up. Now, give it. We're going to do that one again. This is where perfect practice making perfect sets up. Because when there's a mistake, we have to run it again. Ready? Focus. You take the ball and go straight up, right? Go. Do it again. Shouldn't have dribbled. If you take the dribble at that point, then the guy catches up. And then you're going to get blocked. Right? So ready? Down. No dribble. Up. Catch the ball. It's okay. You got to be very patient at this point. Spread the leg out this way. Catch without dribble and just go up with the ball. Ready? Go up with the ball. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Very good. Caught it. Rolled the hips into the ball. Straight up. That's what we're looking for. Now let's do another one this way. Okay, spread. You ready? Ready? Go get it. Attaboy. Attaboy. Take a bow.
6. point.
Take a bow. Yeah, there you go.
There,
Jim.
Come here.
So that was good. So what you saw there was, there's continuity. If the ball's outside the catch radius, then he knows to go catch it, rotate the hips through the ball, go straight up with the ball. Okay, and he was able to turn and square to the basket very well. If it comes into his catch radius, then he has to make a decision. He has to dribble, pivot, and possibly have to work for some offense. So if he rotates, so if he dribbles the ball when he catches it outside the radius, he's giving the other guy a time to catch up with him. He's getting it in his radius. He's getting it inside his radius. It means he's not open yet. So he may, at a higher level, I'll teach that you probably are going to pass out of that. Okay, it's a primary pass ready for a secondary. Okay, so you might want to pivot into the guy and then find your cutter. So there's some things you can do there. But if my guard finds you outside the catch radius, it means he's throwing you open. Go take the shot. Okay, and that's how it works. And it's got to go straight up. If you dribble, the guy's going to catch up to you. Okay, and that's where it is. So Damian did a fine job on that at the end. But it was good because you kind of made the right mistakes for me to point them out, which is really good. It's almost like we planned it, right? But we didn't. But it was good. So we got the right mistakes made. And then we did the right things. And look at the pride on that face. Oh, look at that. Kind of like Johnny Bravo. Funny, right?
Yes.
It's doing good. It's doing good. But that's a little bit about what you do in the post. We'll talk about some other things later on as I develop him a little bit because he's my sidekick. And that'll be more secondary moves. When you're catching it inside a radius, what kind of moves you can make to utilize the pivot down in the block. But at the level that they're at, they're probably, if they're thrown open, that's the best way. If not, you're looking to make a secondary pass right out of that, not to try to go one-on-one down on the blocks. Because even at their level, there are some guys in the 6'3", 6'4" range. There's some guys that are just really big around. They're like sequoias, but they're maybe 5'10" or 5'11", and they're going to muscle you out. And at best, you're going to get a bad shot. But what he did really well was he was able to rotate the hips through, had a natural progression to square up to the shot, and then was able to make the shot. And he only missed one of those. Okay? So he's at the size at 5'10", almost 5'11", where he could play in Special Olympics. He could play either the 2 or the 3 or the 4. Okay? He's not going to play the 5. He's not going to be in a center position, but he could play either of the forwards. He could probably play a 2 because he shoots fairly well. We're just going to have to see if we can develop that jump shot, or he's going to be primarily a 4, a 3, or a 4. If he doesn't get the jump shot going better. But he does shoot better from the middle of the court, so that gives me a problem because then he's not really a wing shooter. So he's a little bit of both. He's going to give me some trouble as a coach. Okay, but this is what I make the big bucks for. Or wait a minute, I don't get paid at all. Oh well. So anyway, we're going to go for tonight, but I hope this was riveting and educational, and even maybe a little bit charming and funny. Can you say something funny right now?
Maybe Lassie's coming.
Okay, that's not funny, but can you say something funny right now? Can you say something funny?
Bye-bye.
Okay, how about I'm too cool for school.
I'm too cool for school.
Okay. It's one of those times when you're acting and you go, line please. You're supposed to yell and be melodramatic and stuff. Okay, see, that's funny. That's where we're going to close it for the night. So I will have this up as fast as possible. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm taping this here on Monday night, the 7th. Been ungodly hot here. And we're going to get out here again maybe later in the week. But we'll just progressively start working on these micro skills. But tomorrow will be my mediocre wrap-up during the day. Lots to talk about. So I will catch you later. Peace out, me homies. By the way, before I do that, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the ringy-dingy, say all, and then share far and wide as much as you possibly can, because more sharing is more caring, and I will appreciate that. And I will holler at you guys later. Now, peace out, me homies. I'm trying to get back into the scheme of this, man. See ya.